All right, let's see if we're going. Okay, says we're live. Hopefully we are. Just waiting for a little indication. It's okay. I think we're live. Hi, everybody. So today I want to do a breakdown of the utilization rate so that we can kind of go over this. This is going to show you how much of your team's time is spent on billable hours. This is super important for any law firm that has a team, small or large. This is really huge for you. So the reason this is because it's going to give you some really good insight on your productivity, your staffing needs, and the efficiency of your team. This is really a great tool. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to actually show you how to calculate it, which I did in a previous video, but I'm going to do it again. Give me a second. I'm actually going to share with you because I know we got some visual people. I know I'm kind of a visual person, so I like to share that if I can. Give me a second. I'm pulling that up. There we go. Hopefully you can see that. So quite simply, the way you're going to calculate it is any billable hours, you're going to divide that by your available hours, and then you're going to times that by 100, and that's going to give you a utilization, tongue tire, rate percentage. Okay, and that's really kind of what you're looking for. So that's the key point there. Again, I wanted to just give you a quick visual. Let me just remove that now. All right. Now, so with that, again, I'm just going to reiterate it again. So your billable hours by person, which one part I forgot to put in there. So it's by person, and then the total available hours for that same person, obviously, and then divide the billable hours by the available hours, and then times that by 100. Now, key pieces to know. When you're dealing with the available hours, make sure that you're only doing scheduled hours minus any PTO, any holidays, any like approved leave that they have. You don't want to use that time. You want to subtract it from their total, like if they were scheduled 40 hours and they took a day off, you want to subtract that day. And the reason is because you want to make this fair comparison across everyone, and you don't want to penalize them for taking time off. Also, it's going to really kind of skew your utilization, so you don't really want that to happen. So make sure you've got that in mind. Now, the really cool thing is that you can get this information out of your usually you can get this out of either your timekeeper or your practice management. They usually have reports that you can do that. If you don't have those reports built into those, don't worry, you can absolutely do this on a spreadsheet. You just need to gather this type of information. Again, like I said, the billable hours, which is strictly about casework, and then their total available hours minus the ones I mentioned. Okay. Now, again, once you've calculated these, again, I said the percentage is the key point, and you're going to do this by person. And then what you want to do is you want to get an average for the roles. So if you got multiple people doing the same role, for example, paralegals, attorneys, etc., whatever the roles are, you want to do those as an average, and then you want to do an overall average for your firm. So that gives you kind of a sort of a step stool or you can look at it either way, but you're going to be able to see on different levels how things are affected. You want to track these on a at least quarterly basis, if not monthly, so that you can start seeing trends. I will say that monthly is going to give you a much better view on trends than quarterly, but it's all about what your firm is able to do and the availability to kind of do these things. So, and of course, the smaller you are, the more you can kind of rely on the quarterly. It's not a big deal. All right, so here's the thing that you're going to get from this, and this is really why it really matters, okay? It's going to help you identify roles that are overloaded. If they're getting really overloaded with admin work, but they should be doing more billable, it's going to help you identify that, okay? It's also going to give you flags for when, again, when your billable staff is getting too stuck in the admin work. It's going to help support you being able to put people in the right roles, in the right positions. It's going to help identify if you need better workflows or processes. And all this rolls up to helping you make better profiting decisions. And of course, this all definitely affects your bottom line. So it all kind of connects and helps you as an overall for your firm. Super important. All right, so quality checks for you to make sure that you're getting the accurate data. I've said a couple of them, but it's always worth repeating. One of the things, this is a key one I haven't mentioned yet, is time entry. Make sure that you're getting time entry with everyone on a daily basis. Do not do this weekly or anything, definitely not beyond that. And the reason, obviously, or should be obvious, is that if you're trying to track your time and you're doing it like once a week and you're just finally catching up your time, you're not going to remember the details as well as you need them to, especially when you're trying to track utilization rate. Um, how many people remember like what they ate for lunch yesterday or breakfast the day before, Lord forbid, at the beginning of the week when it's Friday? You have to really stop and think, well, now you're wasting even more time trying to do that. So let's not do that. Make sure that you're getting those time entries daily, if not hourly. Again, depends on your firm and what you're able to do and kind of how you need to do that. But definitely don't do it beyond daily. Okay. I think I've gone over that enough. All right, the next one, of course, as I've kind of mentioned, and that's the difference between the casework and the admin work or other work. Make sure it's clear to everyone what is billable, or even when you pull the reports, make sure that you're making clear which ones are the billable and which ones are not. Obviously, things like training, marketing for those that actually have to deal with client work as well as marketing. You don't want those in there. And of course, as I already said numerous times, admin work. Make sure that all the casework, just make sure each task that they're doing, it's very clear as to what's the billable or the casework versus all the other stuff. All right. And then the last one, again, I have already stated it, but it's always worth stating again. Do not include your PTO or time off or holidays, etc. Super important. All of this can end up skewing your numbers, and then you're not really getting what you need out of it. All right. I fumbled through enough of this, I think, today. So I'm going to say it again. I do believe I said it at the beginning. Tracking your utilization rate does not have to be complicated. It does take a little bit to get started, but I assure you, once you start doing this and you're seeing the trends over time, it becomes a really big core decision-making tool that you get to use. It's super important. All right. Now, if you're having trouble or you're just not sure what to do with this, you are more than welcome to reach out to us, me or my team. We're happy to help you, that we're here to support you, review those numbers, or even to help you get it set up so that you can make sure you're doing it right. All right. The next thing is we're going to drop a link in in the comments for this for our free mini guide. Make sure, I don't know if I've said that in the previous ones, but it is a free mini guide called Where's My Money Going? It's going to have 4 KPIs, including this one in it, that helps you show how to calculate them and to track them, etc. Gives you a lot of little useful information to help you with your firm, because that's what we're all about. All right, last thing. I want to say thank you very much for watching. And if you like this video or you found this information very useful, please like the video so that we kind of know that we're on the right track of what we're trying to provide you, some really valuable information to help you with your firm. Until next time, I will see you next week. I hope you have a wonderful weekend.